Namaskar. So this is the 8th video of the RBI Financial Stability Report. In this video, we'll look at the imports and exports, how Indian economy was affected because of the pandemic. So what happened is, with the domestic demand as well as global demand came down, so the current account surplus increased. Now we have to understand, why do we have a current account surplus or a deficit? If we are importing less and exporting more, then there is a current account surplus. If our imports are more than exports, then it is a deficit. So using the current account surplus increase, that means we exported more and imported less. So that's one good at the current account level. Now what happened was, now if you look at this chart, this is what they have explained here, chart 1.26. So we'll directly look at the chart. If you see what happened in the pandemic part, the blue line is your exports and the orange line is your imports. You can see the blue line plunged, but the orange line plunged more. So exports were down by 30%, but imports were down by 50%. And because of so we imported less as compared to we exporting more. So the current account deficit surplus happened more because of our import reduction rather than export increase. So we have to understand that. Now post pandemic, what happening is, with the gradual unlocking, the decline in imports has also moderated. Of course, once unlock happens, people will again start importing. So that has happened. But what is a good thing is here that we are importing everything. One thing we need to pay attention to is electronic goods. We are importing electronic goods now. Earlier we were importing in a large way. Now at least that has reduced, so that's a good thing. But imports of consumables, see, gold may be treated as an asset, but import of consumables is not the best thing that happens for an economy. So that is just a point we need to pay attention to. But nevertheless, what RBI says is important. Other than we are importing precious stones, machinery, vegetable oil, there has been a narrowing of trade deficit, and this is important. We are not, a trade deficit of 24 billions from 88 billion. So look at it. It was like 90 billion of deficit we were, that has come down to 24 billion. So that's one good. The trade deficit at 34 was lower than 31 in the same quarter. So again, the silver lining, there's a reason why our Sensex and Nifty are at so record high today. Sensex made 50,000. They may be overvalued, but that enthusiasm is stemming from some of the fundamentally strong things that are happening. What RBI says, read this last line. India's trade outlook may improve in line with gradual pickup in global trade activity as projected by WTO. So downside risk means, obviously, now that vaccination has started, the presidency uncertainty is over in US. So as things become normal, India's trade outlook may improve, and probably markets know these things. Why markets are behaving like this? Probably they know something, and we can probably make out something from what RBI is saying here. So this part was about import and exports of the country. The next part we will talk about the interest rates and the spreads. Again, very important. When liquidity increases, what happens to spreads and what it means. So thank you very much for watching.